My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And right away, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
This time Jackson will throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out right at the 25. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Detroit! Now it's Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's caught left side by John Brown. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They run. This is Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone! 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 Hot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Smith. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off at the 39, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this one will be returned to right around the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there, 81 yards, and the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Let's go!
Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be some...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. And an alley to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot. Hot. Hot.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds Cole. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Forced out to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tyus Bowser coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. A second spin. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
This is the old adage, partner. Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tony Jefferson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, there's the option going left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
We got three, fellas.
This is Cohen. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's caught on the right side at Smith. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. It's a foot race. The 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 24 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And spins away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And maybe a measure pressure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And now running right through it. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They try again with Cohen. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now let's go.
On third down. That's Cohen. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Detroit! Detroit! 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Watch 18. Watch 18. Motion, motion, motion. Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Over, over, over.
Looking to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39.
throw now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Diggs has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 32.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And the ball is knocked out, and this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Four down. Check nine. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Gun!
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Willie Henry in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught at the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Jones on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now they try the right side here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. shot. They'll look to throw. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance.